各位亲爱的台北国际电玩展的朋友们，大家好！很高兴欢迎各位来到 Game.Yuoni 2020线上颁奖典礼，非常开心能够在网络上和大家见面。那2020年对于我们每一位来说，由于新冠肺炎的关系，实在是一趟非常颠簸的旅程，所以我把握这个机会，向各位表达我最深沉的问候，还有祝福。那台北国际电玩展一直以来也非常感谢所有粉丝们、朋友们、伙伴们对我们的支持，因为如果没有你们的支持，台北国际电玩展不可能走到今天。Game.World 2020，今年我们总共收到来自有17个国家，一共有141件的游戏作品报名参赛，所以整个评审的过程是非常的紧张、刺激，也是相当的困难。要从全球这么多优秀的作品中脱颖而出，不是一件容易的事，所以我特别要在这里恭喜每一位得奖的团队。因为你们不仅得到所有评审们对你们的肯定，也是游戏社群对你们的肯定。那台北国际电玩展长期以来都大力的支持游戏独立开发的团队，因为我们认为你们是整个游戏产业的开路先锋，也是追梦者，也是行动家。那今年很遗憾的是，我们没有办法在台北国际电玩展的现场和这些才华洋溢的游戏开发团队大家齐聚一堂。不过没有关系，我们已经把这些丰富的内容全部转移到网络上，希望大家能够喜欢。最后，容许我在这里正式的宣布 Game Award 2020线上颁奖典礼正式开始。
And welcome to Game Award 2020 online ceremony. I'm your host today, Han. For the next 10 minutes, I'll be guiding you through a series of amazing games that have been selected as the winners of Game Award 2020 through a tough screening process.
When our lives felt more simple.
Mitsukeeta.
Okay, so those are the final entries of Game Award 2020. And I believe that everyone is pretty pumped up about Indie Game Award this year. So let's cut to the chase, and now let's dive into the moment of truth. Now, without any further ado, let's take a look at our first category. That is Best Narration. In this category, we look for the best storytellers of all time. Some games they pursued for pure fun and action, while the others they are trying to deliver a tale or tell a story that imprints and echoes through the form of games. There are no rights or wrongs with different paths, but in this category, we look for the one that rocks you with its solid narration, its ambience, and its storytelling. So now, let's take a look at the winner of Best Narration. There's nothing feeling more clicked when a horror adventure game gets recognized over its narration. So now, let's welcome the maker of the Coma 2, Vicious Sister. They are the Espresso Games from Korea.
Wow, this award was just completely unexpected. It's such an honor to even be considered, let alone win this award, especially when you're alongside such great company. So this will probably be the highlight of my year. I'd just like to thank all the tireless organizers of the Taipei Game Show, so many people. So I'll just give a shout out to all the folks I deal with the most, Jack, Han, Sue, Kelly. Thanks for putting up with my constant barrage of emails, especially when you're so busy. To my awesome partners at Espresso Games, Minho, a great artist and whose original concept this story is based on. Min-chan, an amazing programmer who made this all possible and is one of the most talented guys that I know. Hyunho, whose musical sensibilities really gave the game its amazing atmosphere. Without them, this story just could not have come to life in the way that it did. I'm just so blessed to work together with them. To our friends and publishing partners at Head Up Games, Chorus Worldwide, and Whisper Games, a huge shout out for believing in our work and all your hard efforts. These guys are more like family than business partners, and I really sincerely mean that. To the Roboshuk brothers, Andrei and Sergey, who have been our tireless supporters and have helped bring this game to the world through their localization efforts and volunteer time, and even help us keep our community going. Thank you guys. And of course, last but not least, to all my family and friends who have believed in me and who have been a great network of support. Thank you all for putting up with me throughout the years. As a team, we've learned so much since we started coming to the Taipei Game Show. It's been an amazing privilege to make so many priceless friendships. So here's to many, many more years, and I hope everybody stays safe and healthy. Thank you again.
Thank you, Dev Espresso Games. You guys are truly, truly amazing. So let's move on to our next category, and that is Best Audio. It goes without saying that the quality of a game's soundtrack, its sound effects or voice acts, are the determinant factor of a game's immersion. So I guess we all had the experience before that an epic firefight got totally destroyed by the sounds of your rifle. That sounds absolutely like it's shooting BBs. Or, on the contrary, a main character of the game sacrificed him or herself in order to save the world or save you, and the background music just made all of us come. Right, so that's the kind of stuff we're looking for right here. So let's take a look at the winner of Best Audio. Congratulations to the When the Past Was Around, developed by Mojiken Studio from Indonesia. So let's welcome the key person that made it all possible, the composer from Mojiken Studio.
Hi everyone, I am Mas Dito Batiar, composer of Mojiken Studio. I want to say thank you to Taipei Game Show for choosing When the Past Was Around for Indie Game Awards Best Audio. I want to extend my thanks to the entire game developer team, Eka, Elwin, Rena, Dimas, Seto, Nick, Bangkit, and Ahmad. I also want to say thanks to the session player who have worked with me, Mas Yayan and Sato. And lastly, to the entire Toge production team. It's been an honor for me to receive the awards, and yeah, thank you everyone.
Congratulations to Mojiken Studio. You guys really have a diamond on your hands. So now, let's move on to our next category, and that is Best Visual Art. In this category, we look for the one that is visually pleasing and stunning. It doesn't have to be some crazy Hollywood explosions or some crazily detailed textures. In this category, we look for the one that makes people go, wow, as soon as they see the game. The one that truly pleases us with our inner aesthetic. The one that truly demonstrates the value of art. So now, let's welcome the one who claimed the ultimate glory of the best visual art of Indie Game Award 2020. Congratulations to Eastward, developed by Pixel Games from China. Eastward is not only a visually stunning work, but it's also a carefully constructed world full of vibrant life. So now, let's welcome the people who's behind this astonishing work.
Hi everyone, this is Coma from Pixel. I'm the producer of Eastward. He have been our lead artist saying hello here today, but he's a shy boy, so I'll just take his position. It's a great honor to get selected for the Indie Game Award 2020. I'd like to thank Taipei Game Show for giving us this opportunity to show the game to the world. I'd like to thank Shindo Network for supporting us to make the project happen. I want to say congratulations to everyone in the team. It's been a few years since we started working on Eastward, but everyone is still working very hard with great passion together till today. That's something I feel lucky and grateful all the time. I believe this award is a great encouragement to us. As a producer, I wish people could find more about Eastward very soon. I believe it's not only a good-looking game, but also an interesting game to play. We're still working hard to finish the game at the moment. It's coming very soon, so please stay tuned for the final game. Okay, that's it. I wish everyone the best luck in 2020, and thank you.
Now, let's move on to our next category, Best Design. In this category, we look for the one thing that matters the most in games, its core design. Video games are meant to be fun, to be engaging and appealing. And a good game mechanism is the determinant factor of if a player gets bored after 30 minutes of gameplay, or if a player stays engaged even after hours of playing. It may not have the most advanced graphic of all time or the most complicated rules, but it's definitely the one that defines the meaning of fun and brings out the essence of games. So now, let's give it up to the winner of Best Design. Congratulations to Minimal Move, developed by Taco Studio from France. If you are a person who loves puzzle games and cooperation, you will deeply fall in love with this game. So now, let's take a look at the people who's behind this fantastic work.
Hi everyone, we are Taco Studio.
I'm Jonathan.Duval.
And I'm Yumi Saki. We are Franco-Japanese indie game company based in France.
Thank you for choosing us for the best design. It's an honor to receive such a great award.
And we are a very small team and our game Minimal Move is our first game. We would like to thank everyone who supported us.
And thank you to all the contributors, Ambre, Natasha, Lisa, Yannick, Pierrick, Benoit.
Very hard time for everyone right now in the world, and it was sad that we couldn't go to Taipei game show this year. But we believe that soon we can visit Taipei and show our game and play your game.
Good luck everyone, and we hope to see you soon. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Bye bye.
Congratulations to Taco Studio from France. You guys are truly doing a great, amazing work out there. So now, let's move on to our next category, and that is Best Innovation. Some say that indie game developers, they are the pioneers of the industry, because without the heavy pressures to fulfill the market's desire, their creativity gets to expand to the maximum and beyond. And sometimes they dare to tread across the field that no one has ever been before. And sometimes that is how a legend is born. Now, let's give it up to the winner, the greatest pioneer of Indie Game Award 2020. Congratulations to Unrailed, developed by Indoor Astronaut from Switzerland. For me personally, I want to grab a copy of the game as soon as I saw the trailer of the game. So now, let's take a look at the greatest pioneers of Indie Game Award 2020.
Hey everyone, we are Indoor Astronaut, the team behind Unrailed from Zurich, Switzerland.
We are very grateful to receive this Innovation Award and never expected to be selected among all those great games that were handed in, and many of which we had the pleasure to play ourselves during the selection process.
Thank you all. We would have loved to come to Taipei this year, but we're looking forward to see you there next year.
Bye-bye.
Congratulations to Indoor Astronaut from Switzerland. So now, let's move on to our next category. So in this category, we are going to look into the one that stands on the spear of technology. That's right, Best VR Game. To be frankly, VR still has its limits at this stage. However, you cannot deny that VR still provides a certain level of experience that no other platform could ever achieve. So, how to conquer the shortcomings of VR platform and then maximize its experience? That is the question that every VR game developers are trying to figure out. And today, we have discovered a team that truly brilliantly captured the essence, the potential of VR platform. Let's give it up to the winner of VR Game. Congratulations to Yuoni Rises by Tricord from Japan. Combining horror storytelling with VR platform, you get yourself into a whole new level of horror games. So now, let's welcome those brilliant people who's behind this unique work.
Hello everyone, I'm Yui, a representative of Tricore. We are very happy to hear our game won this award. Well, as part of response to COVID-19, we have our staff join in this speech remotely. Hi guys! Hi! Kazuhiro is a lead artist of artwork and environment. Masato is scenario writer. And Satoshi is 3D character artist and animation artist. Yeah, so we, Tricore, is a small group of indie game developers in Japan. We had been working for video game company in Japan for about 10 years, but we independent 3 years ago to make our own games. Yuoni Rises was created by 4 people, but now 7 people are developing another games. Our goal is to have people around the world enjoy our games. So as a first, we wanted to know about our games to people from Taiwan, our neighbors, so it's localized to Taiwanese. I love Taiwan. It's close to Japan, people are kind, and foods are delicious. Your foods are extremely delicious. I love it. So, anyway, this game also has a non-VR edition of Nintendo Switch, but we'd love you to play it in VR. We are currently developing a sequel to these games called Yuoni. Yuoni Rises, this game is a visual novel game in the style of sitting at the desk and reading, but Yuoni is full-blown horror games. Let's walk around different stages without being bound to a chair or classroom. We are looking forward to resuming with you at the next TGS. Once again, we are proud to have won this prestigious award. Please look forward to Tricar's future games. Thank you.
Congratulations to Yuoni Rises, developed by Tricore from Japan. Now, let's move on to our next category. Yes, best mobile game. I believe I don't have to reiterate the importance of mobile game market. Whether you like it or not, it is now one of the largest game industry in the world. However, if you're a hardcore gamer like myself, I believe we can all agree that despite all sorts of mobile games have emerged from the ground, it is still relatively hard to find the one that keeps you engaged and interested. But today, I'm going to bring you that one special title, and that is the Best Mobile Game winner of Indie Game Award 2020. Congratulations to subscribe to my adventure developed by Game.Tropy from Taiwan. Go Taiwan! You have to give it to Game.Tropy. They use the cell phone as the medium to make you stare and look into today's phenomenon that happens on everyone's cell phone. So now, let's take a look at the people who's behind this brilliant work.
Hi Taipei Game Show, we are Game.Tropy, and it's a great honor to receive this award. I'm so happy that Subscribe to My Adventure receives recognition by the jury, which is a huge encouragement for us. Thank all my team members, Ren, Jason, Pei, Weishen, and all our partners, Siyo, Mengrong, Mark, Thomas, and Raniel. We have created such an interesting work together. The most important thing is to thank all the players who give us suggestions. Thank you for loving this game.
Congratulations to Game.Tropy from Taiwan once again. Now, we are moving on to our final and also most prestigious award of all time. That is the Grand Prix of Indie Game Award 2020. We talked about 7 different amazing indie games that each excels at different fields and areas. And now we are bringing you the one that is simply the best out of the best. The one that is fair to say it is thoroughly awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, please let me introduce to the winner of Grand Prix in Indie Game Award 2020. Congratulations to the Coma 2 Visual Sisters developed by Espresso Games from Korea. I want to share with you some of the comments by our jury committee. They have said that this game has an amazing core concept with the beautiful art that our juries absolutely love, and also, the most importantly, the marvelous storytelling that shapes the entire game from great work to absolute excellence. So please let me introduce to the people who's behind this masterpiece.
Hi, this is Mino Kim from Espresso Games, and thanks for your supporting and the loveness to the Coma 2 Visual Sisters. And we are so honored to receive this such incredible award, which we didn't expect it at all. We are all appreciated your priceless vote onto this unique adventure game we made. First of all, thank the partners. Tristan, the producer, loves to tell the players about this such interesting story inspired by Korean tales, and he wants to make it right in detail. Min-chan, the programmer, he not only he take the high demands onto the team, but also he put his own creativeness and passion onto the game every day and every night. Hyunho, the sound director, who nailed the music part for the entire atmosphere of the game and bring the players immersively into the gameplay. Eunji, Song Hwang, Ha-kyung Kim, Myo-song-lee, Fury-gang, Leviton, Spec, all these artists who are participating in the game, their efforts to make this game much more valuable. I want to share this honor with you guys. Secondly, we thanks for our family members who understand us and support us as well. It's not easy to support it as a family members. So thank you to keep us working for our dream. Lastly, we appreciated our awesome indie gamers who we have been experienced a lot of love from our players, and you guys give us the major inspiration and the energy to continue. Without your playing, the game we made would be simply worthless to make. So love you guys and thank you.
Congratulations to Espresso Games from Korea. And now I would like to congratulate to each and every winner of Indie Game Award 2020. We had tons of fun with you guys this year. Even though we couldn't meet each other at Taipei Game Show this year, all because of this virus Even though we couldn't meet each other at Taipei Game Show this year, we are still very proud to have all of you guys on board with us. Taipei Game Show Indie House and also Indie Game Award 2020 is great, all because of you guys. And thank you for your love, your trust, and your support to Taipei Game Show. We hope to see you in the near future. Finally, Taipei Game Show is now bringing a brand new online event called TGS Link Biz Matching 2.0. It is a platform specifically designed for game industry professionals to network and to expand their business opportunities online. The event will be held from June 1st to the 24th, so it's not too late to sign up right about now. You can go to TGS official website to sign up and find out your next business partner in TGS Link. Trust me, it will help you out. Thank you all for joining us this year. We will see you next time. Stay safe, stay healthy, and then stay awesome.